Well, good afternoon, teasers. Welcome back to the channel, University with Marie. Of course, I am Marie, guys. As you know, we have not been on here for some time, so we need to do what? Get back into the algorithm, and you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this content. Also, please make sure you comment, guys. Let's get into it. So today's story, guys. Today's stories. One of the stories I want to talk about is the young three rappers that were found deceased, guys. Here they are right here, so you guys can take a look at them, these beautiful gentlemen. There's three of them. They're very young guys. And so I just wanted to kind of touch bases with you on it and give you a quick little update. How about that? Now, uh, in case you guys don't know, are not aware of their story, these three black rappers, Armani Kelly, 28 years old, Dante Wicker, 31 years old, and Matoya Gibbons, 28-year old. They were all deleted in Highland Park, guys. Um, these gentlemen, again, they were scheduled to uh, attend a concert to perform at a concert on January 21st. However, the concert was canceled, and these young men, that was the last place they seen these young men, okay? That's basically the last place they seen these young men on the Detroit East Side. Unfortunately, again, the show ended up being canceled. But what I understand is that these three guys, they did come from other parts of the country to attend to perform this at this concert, and but it was deleted. It was canceled. Okay. Now let's go forward a little bit. The reason why I have on my thumbnail collateral damage is because for what one of the brothers of one of the victims was saying is that he believes that it was a setup for only one of the gentlemen, okay? It was a setup. That particular scheduled performance was a setup for one of the young men. And again, both the other guys didn't even have any idea what was going on. So let's get more into it, guys. Again, the brother said it was a setup, possibly a setup allegedly for one of the brothers, for one of the victims, excuse me, that this was supposed to happen to. However, the other two gentlemen were with him when I guess the suspects initially caught up with this guy. Okay. Again, basically the other two souls guys, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And again, that is what? Allegedly collateral damage. Now, I'm sure these guys felt they probably were begging for their lives, guys. Trigger woman, they probably were begging for their lives. They probably were, just terrified. And here it is that they have to leave this earth because of this one particular person, allegedly. It has not been verified by the police, but that is what they are saying. And this is a quote in one of the articles from one of these brothers, guys. Now, and originally, no one knew where these guys were. They did not know where they were, okay, after this particular concert was canceled. However, they did catch a 15-year-old, not 16-year-old, a 15-year-old driving one of the suspect's vehicles. One of the victim's vehicles, Armani Kelly's vehicle, okay, his SUV. Once they caught up with this 15-year-old, then the case starts to get to moving forward, okay? Honestly, in my opinion, I believe that this 15-year-old, he has told some things because after they caught up with this guy in this car, they found what? Their frozen bodies in a rat-infested basement. That is where they found these young men's bodies. Now, for what the police are saying, that the evidence is presenting, what the evidence is presenting is that these young men were deleted elsewhere in another apartment, most likely, and then moved to this nasty area, to this trashy area. And for what they were saying is that there were debris and things like that on them. It's just sad that they threw these young men in that basement. And for what I understand is it was rat infested, for them to rest, make that their last resting place, allegedly. They thought they were not going to be found. But again, I believe that 15-year-old did tell some tea on what happened. And I'm thankful for that. I'm sure the parents are thankful for that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get into the new update, guys. The update is that they have allegedly captured a suspect in Knoxville, Tennessee. This young man who they have captured is allegedly originally from Detroit. So it looks like he ran to Knoxville, Tennessee, where they captured him. How did they know he was in Tennessee? How did they know he was in Tennessee? I believe that the 15-year-old did say some things. He knew some things, and that's how they ended up catching up with the suspect. Right now, they are holding him on a parole violation, and we know why they're holding him on a parole violation. It's because he skipped states. So that is a violation. They are holding him until they obtain prior additional evidence against this guy. Once they've gotten everything they needed, then they're going to go ahead and do what? Charge him officially with the deletions of these young men. Now, they did capture another young man about a week ago. They did questioned another young man a week ago who they felt that was had some involvement with this case. So I'm not sure if they arrested him. They did not mention in the article whether or not that they arrested him, but I believe that this young man said some things too because they did initially. They ended up catching up with this guy way up in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, guys. So put it in the comments what you think about this. It's very sad. Again, these young men, they were all young, and they probably just assumed that they were going there to do a concert. And here it is. One of the guys had some beef somewhere that they were after. These guys were after only one of these guys. And here it is. These other two young men ended up losing their lives behind someone else. And it's just not fair. It really isn't fair. But, and again, I just think that they were terrified when this happened to them. I really do think they were terrified. And for what the police and the coroner are saying, that these young men were literally frozen. They were literally, their bodies were literally frozen. So that goes to show you how cold it is up there in Michigan, guys. It's quite sad. We want to definitely send out condolences to the family, okay? Because they are going to need it. Personally, I don't think that I could. I wouldn't want to hear the details as far as my child is concerned. I just couldn't do it. But I'm just praying for their family, and hopefully they get the justice that they need, that they so deserve. And I believe they are going to get the justice because, again, someone is talking, right? Someone is talking, guys. We'll see what happens. Again, that person of interest is, they did pick him up in Knoxville, Tennessee. Most likely they are going to extradite him back to Michigan, back to Highland Park, wherever it is the courts may be, and, serve justice. Charge him accordingly. All right? So let's get on to the next one, shall we, guys? Thank y'all. Guys, this next case is for Miss Eunice Drumport. She is the New Jersey councilwoman, guys. Let me show you. She's the New Jersey councilwoman that was initially was allegedly unalive in her vehicle with multiple shots, guys. And it's sad because this young lady was only 31 years old. Now, Miss Drumport is married to a man of Nigerian descent, and the police do not have an actual suspect right now. However, they are looking at some things. They did stress as well. The authorities did stress as well that this particular case, her case, is not politically related. Not politically related. So what are they saying? Guys, whenever something like this happens to a person, female, whether it's female or male, they're going to look at who? The spouse first. Now, let's go with a quick update on this particular case. It is alleged that her husband has posted on Facebook, via Facebook, that a happy birthday message to his wife. Now, guys, it doesn't seem strange, but what's strange about this post is that her birthday is not until March 4th, an entire month away from now. So why is he wishing her a happy birthday so soon? And telling her to rest in heaven. Why is he wishing her a happy birthday so soon? It's a month ahead of time, sir. Now, it is alleged that her husband is a pastor, as I may put it. He goes by the name of Easy Kings. That's the name that he goes by on social media. It's like everybody wants to be a pastor, and I'm not trying to knock him or anything, but if you see this guy, I did have a picture of this guy. If you see this guy, I'm just saying, it looks like he can, possibly play for the other team. Honestly, it does. And I am not trying to say that he did do it. However, that is a big commenting that he has wished her a happy birthday an entire month ahead of the game. So something's wrong. Something's very wrong there. Why would you wish her a happy birthday so soon, sir? And it's a month away. You should be worried about burying this young lady, giving her a beautiful funeral, right, guys? Instead, he's saying happy birthday. Guys, we already know what happens in the dark is going to come to the light. And if he did have something to do with it, allegedly, they will capture him. And again, the police have stressed that this is not politically related. You already know what they're saying. We already know what they're saying, right, guys? Right, ladies? So put it in the comments. What do you think? Do you think that her husband could possibly have something to do with this? Guys, the statistics are so high right now with men unaliving women because of what? They want a divorce. They don't want to be with them, or they're being rejected, right? So I personally believe that there's a big chance. According to the statistics, there's a really huge chance. Guys, it's It's like nowadays, the men, when you don't want them or you're trying to get away from them or trying to file a divorce, the first thing they go to, guys, is to what? Delete the women, delete them. And that's just sad. That's what it has come to now. And that's in all ethnicities, not just within the African American community, all communities. So, ladies, again, I always tell you guys, be careful who you be with, and if you are threatened, please believe it. Don't think that these men won't do it to you, guys. They will. They really will. Okay, guys. What I wanted to do now, guys, is go ahead and what I wanted to do is some reactions right quick, a couple of reactions. And uh, on these reactions, I want to hear your comments on these particular stories. What do you think about these stories, guys? So the first story I'm going to bring up here, let's see here. This is a young lady. Let's get into another page here, because guys, we always bring sad commentary sometimes, and we this particular story, it's not funny, but to me, it's interesting that, where did it go? Let's just take a look at it, okay, guys? Let's see here. 1 second, guys. Here we are.
Schools for more than a decade. She was a food services director, but after her tenure, she was hired as a consultant in July 2020. In that role, she was in charge of placing food orders. Between July 2020 to February 2022, Cook County prosecutors allege she used her position to embezzle $1.5 million from the school district. Court documents accuse Liddell of ordering more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings from the district's food provider, Gordon Food Service, GFS, and picking them up with the district's cargo van. At this time, it's not clear what Liddell did with them, but a proffer presented at her bond hearing last week says the food was never brought to the school or provided to the students. It goes on to say even though the children were learning remotely, the school district continued to provide meals for the students that their families could pick up. The scheme was uncovered January 2022 by the district's business manager during a mid-year audit. The manager found the district was $3,000 over its budget and were only halfway through the school year. Court records reveal the manager discovered individual invoices signed by Liddell for massive quantities of chicken wings, an item never served to students because they contain bones. Parents say it's upsetting to know someone may have selfishly taken the funds intended to nourish students.
This is the area that we live in. We live in like
Okay, guys. What do y'all think about that? What is your reaction to that particular story, guys? I just was like, what? She stole allegedly stole $1.5 million in chicken wings. What do you guys think she was doing with that? Was she feeding the hungry with this? I don't think so, because the folks in the neighborhood probably would have said something. Rumors probably would have been circulating that she was feeding the hungry. My opinion is that this young lady was possibly allegedly selling these chicken wings to different restaurants. What do y'all think? I believe that she was making a hustle and selling these chicken wings to possibly a Chinese restaurant or even an actual chicken restaurant. And she was making her money on the side with it. What do y'all think? I found it interesting. 1.5 million. Ma'am, you should have known they were going to do an audit. But then again, she's an older lady, so she probably doesn't know about numbers like that. She should have known that they were going to do an audit, and what came up on the audit. It hasn't even been half year, and they are already $3,000 over budget. So I'm assuming that the budget was 1.5 as well, right? Because she stole it over $1.5 million in chicken wings. And I was like, what is she doing with these chicken wings? Again, I can understand if she was being a Robin Hood about it and feeding the homeless or feeding the neighborhood. But no, I believe that this young lady was probably, allegedly, in my opinion, selling this meat to different restaurants so they can, sell chicken wings, fried chicken wings to the neighborhood. Guys, what do y'all think? I really do believe that's what she was doing. I'm like, why is this lady stealing chicken wings? And most likely she has stolen more than that. Most likely she has stolen more than that. You see how bold she was. She would order it. She was a veteran employee for this company, mind you, and they trusted her, right? So it's just sad that, one of us get in a position and here it is that they trust them and they just screw it up. And so, already they're probably going to kill that particular position, right, guys? At that company, they're going to probably kill that position and be like, oh, no, we're just not going to have anybody over. We need to They may have to have the principal do the shit, right? Of the school because the kids couldn't eat it because there's bones in there. They don't serve meat with bones in it to the kids at school, guys. And she would personally go pick this stuff up. Isn't that crazy? Guys, put it in the comments what you think what this young lady was doing with these wings. I believe that she was making money off of them. I believe that she was selling them wholesale and making money. So if it's $1.5 billion in wings, most likely she at least made about, I'm gonna say $750,000 half. What do y'all think? At least $750,000. Put it in the comments what you think about this. Now, guys, this next story is really kind of deep, okay, guys? And I'm hoping that I can show it on here. I hope I don't get struck or anything on it. But let me try to pull it up. I hope I can pull it up. Here it is right here, I believe. Stand by. Hold on, guys.
Husband without disturbing her because that was her request. And
What do you mean some alone time? Were they talking or what?
well,
Oh my God, she didn't. She
she
did.
was doing a little more than talking.
She did.
She did. She went there.
But is it hard? Like, how does that work?
Well, the body's hard. I mean, if the body's embalmed, then
No
if
way.
if you ever touched
I didn't.
a dead body,
I mean,
your body is firm. But I mean, it's not like a regular.
So when you embalm the body, the penis gets hard as well?
Well, it's not to.
Oh, come on. I need to know now
I mean,
that we're on the subject.
Whatever way your body is, that's your body. That's part
But
of your
it's
body.
not like limp. It's just, it becomes functional?
No, it's not functionable.
Well, how did she have sex with him then?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see how she did it. I just can't.
Okay, but when the body is embalmed, that embalming fluid goes everywhere?
It goes everywhere.
So it must be functional. Ish?
Because
Functional-ish?
what we do is you replace the blood
With the fluid.
with the fluid.
So then it must be functional-ish.
It's not functionable because all that comes from up here and muscles and all that blood flow.
But she
Blood
did.
flow. Your blood is not flowing. There's no fluid flowing, so there's no functionable. She was the only person functioning.
But somehow she had it done. Man, I wish I can talk to her. But
But if we would have known that was going to happen, I think I would have prevented it. Because it's just not proper.
well, I hope she wore a condom because from out.
Okay, guys. I didn't want to go too deep into it, but as you can see, this funeral home director, a wife, basically asked him to spend time along with her husband who was deceased. And what he came to realize is that she was allegedly, literally trying to sleep with her husband as he is gone. There is a definition for this, guys. It's called necrophilia. And let me just read the definition to you guys in case you don't know what it is. It's called necrophilia. It says, whereby the perpetrator gets sexual pleasure in having sex with the person that has passed away, also known as necrophilism. And there are several other words that they call this. Again, it's called necrophilia. So I really didn't realize that there was a definition for this, guys. But there is in some states you can be charged with a crime for doing this. It says here, what is the crime of sexual penetration of the dead body? It says here, the subsection of chapter 201 that deals with the crime of sexual penetration of a dead body, human body, contains one statute. And this is in Nevada, Nevada Revised Statute Section 201. It does not say exactly what the punishment will be, but again, in some states, this is a crime. And I was like, wow, and what do you guys think? She loved her husband. She really did love her husband. She was, as you can see, she was in love with her husband. But do you guys think that she should have went that far as to try to have one last lovemaking session with her husband? Put it in the chat or put it in the comments below. Honestly, I wouldn't do it, but you have some women that are actually infatuated with their husbands. They are infatuated with their husbands. They love their husbands. And some of these ladies are actually married and married to these men for that particular reason, right? So maybe she wanted another session. I'm not sure, but I just honestly, me personally, I think it's weird. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that she should have went there, considering that she was in love and that was the last time she was going to see her husband? Put it in the chat, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming by. Again, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and comment, guys, so we can get back into the algorithm there. We've been gone for some time. Okay, guys? Uh, to, to leave a comment for all of these stories and let me know what you think. Again, let's kind of recapitulate on the first story here with the three rappers. Remember, guys, we all know that they have been deleted. However, they have captured someone in Knoxville, Tennessee. Do you think that they are going to extradite this guy, and expedite this case accordingly? Put it in the comments. Now, as far as Miss Eunice Drumford, the New Jersey councilwoman that was deleted, do you guys think her husband is a possibility that her husband possibly has something to do with it, allegedly, considering that he made that weird Facebook post and everyone thought that that was weird? Mind you, even their family and friends, just FYI. Put it in the comments what you think about that. With the young lady with the chicken wings, guys, I was like, wow, how can someone steal $1.5 million in chicken wings? She was able to do it. What do you think she was doing with those chicken wings? Do you think she had a side hustle going with the restaurant? Or do you think she was feeding the homeless? Put it in the chat, the comments. And finally, with this particular story with this young lady who was married and her husband passed away, do you think that she was in love and that she was so devastated until she really had to go there and knowing that this was the last time she was going to be with her husband? What do you guys think on that? Guys, leave it in the comments, okay? I love you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Make sure you tune into Love After Lockup as well as Love and Marriage DC. Let's get it. Bye now.